Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to this space. I know it's been a minute, but I am back. I am back. That's what matters, right? So today we have a very interesting topic. We'll be talking about vulnerability. But before we move on, I just want to say thank you for the support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing your comments. I am so grateful for that. I intend to always bring up topics that build us up and just make us better versions as we become adults. As we are becoming, what are we changing about ourselves? How are we making ourselves better? How are we adding value to our friendships, to our connections, to ourselves and everyone around us, our family, everyone around us. Have that in the back of your mind as you read these videos, as you watch these videos. Always have that at the back of your mind, because that's the basis of most of the conversations we have here. With that said, let's move to the topic. I am loved by the God of all. I am loved. Yes, I am loved. Today we are talking about vulnerability. Repeat after me: vulnerability. Vulnerability. When you are vulnerable, it means you are ready to expose your emotions and your weaknesses to people, and it's the basis of an authentic relationship. I borrowed from something we talked about sometime last year. We had a discussion about relationship skills, and one of them happened to be vulnerability. And we said that you can't build an authentic relationship without exposing yourself, without letting people see the real you, not the one that you put on the gram or TikTok. It's not what you are portraying for people to see. It's the real you that the ones who are closest to you get to observe, get to be around. So that's what I'm saying. You need to be vulnerable for an authentic relationship to spring up. You've had stories of people who are faked to be something, and then now this other person finds out who they truly are, and things don't go well. People end up fighting, breaking up, all the nasty things you can think of, because simply someone chose to withhold a piece of them that was important for this other person to know. So vulnerability is really important for any authentic relationship to be created. And I borrowed a lot from this lady called Brené Brown. I will attach her name hapa so that you can go and look her up, because she has so much wisdom. She was talking about, she has spent years and years studying vulnerability, so you can imagine the wealth that she has on that topic. From one of the interviews she was having, she said that vulnerability is you simply letting people see you, and at the core of being vulnerable, there's shame and fear. There's no way you can be vulnerable without experiencing shame at some point, and even fear. These two are the reason that people don't want to be vulnerable. No one wants to experience shame. No one wants to be afraid, of what people think about them, of how you perceive them, of what tomorrow holds. And no one wants to feel ashamed of how their life was. No one wants people to see them and be like, oh, si amepitia, Everyone wants people to see this perfect, well put together face or life. But we forget that all this other side, we forget that this other side, the one that seems weak and sad and not excited and discouraged, this is also you. So you have to put all of this together for a person to connect fully with you. And I think vulnerability is something that is infectious. If you hang around people who are vulnerable, if you hang around people who are willing to let you see them, chances are you will also begin to have the same approach to life. I say this because I was a person who was very closed. I didn't like sharing things about me, especially with strangers. I got to a space where everyone was sharing everything, and I'm like, wait, Connie, these people don't have secrets, But now it opens you to see that these are the things that make life, you exposing yourself, letting people see when you failed. It's so easy to want your accomplishments to be seen and your good times. But when it comes to how you failed, how you embarrassed yourself, well, those sides you don't want people to see or even relate to them at all. Truth be told, everyone is worrying at some point, everyone is feeling scared at some point, everyone has failed at some point in their life, but not everyone is ready to let people see that. That's really bad, because people end up judging themselves and being too hard on themselves because of something that has been put out there that is not true, or that is one-sided. It's bad when you've painted this image and people find out something different about you, and there's a whole disconnect. You're losing friends. On this other side, people are like, wait, that chick is a liar, and this man lives a fake life, something like that. We don't want that. We are trying to avoid that by all means. So be vulnerable. Let people see you. Let people connect with the real you. All right? And did you know that saying I love you first is a form of vulnerability? Did you? Well, I think it's especially in Africa, it's so hard. People want to call that to themselves. It's hard to say to someone that I love you. Honestly, I'll be honest, I've never said to my mom I love you, but she knows I love her. And I think it's something I'll take up as a challenge, and just to let her know. Sometimes actions are not enough. You have to say it, because people want to hear it, and then now they can attach the actions that you do, the things that you do to what you say, so that you can stamp what you say to the action. There's something else I picked from this lady, and it really, it was just mind-blowing. She said that there's no you can selectively numb emotions. You can't decide, I will let people see my joys, my achievements, my these good emotions, my happiness, and then now when it comes to when I was sad, when it comes to when I was feeling defeated, when it comes to when I was discouraged, these ones I will numb them. I won't let them see it. There's something she mentioned. She said that if you decide to go that route, all of them will be compromised. All these emotions will be compromised. There's no you can selectively numb, because if you choose to not let people see when you are mad or when you fail at something, it means you're not showing people the real you, and so your chances of being happy is in a suppressive. That's all I have for us today, guys. If you will pick anything from this video, remember that you being vulnerable, it means you're exposing your emotions and weaknesses to people. And for any beautiful and authentic relationship to happen, you have to be vulnerable. You have to be. And the core of vulnerability is shame and fear. And you really have to, you don't have to overcome that. You just have to learn how to let people see that. When you understand that at some point I'll feel ashamed, at some point I'll experience fear as I expose myself, then you have nothing to worry about, because these are the things that are going to come. And once you have that understanding, it's so easy for you to just share freely. And it happens that when you start doing that, you find a circle and a community around you that is accepting, that is willing to pour out also, and it won't feel like it's a one-sided thing, like it's just you always sharing. It's always you who is ready to open up. Yes, and I feel like I've talked a lot. That's all, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, please leave a comment so that I know what you think about vulnerability. Let me know if you said I love you first to the person you love, your family, your bro, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Let me know through the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Have a wonderful week.